What is up, guys? Jimmy here with another Lots of Games video. I hope all of you guys are having a great week and you're able to play lots of very fun games. I hope you guys are just enjoying yourselves and just doing really well. So last week, there was actually a really bad incident that took place. So there's this children's cancer ward, this hospital. They take care of kids with cancer. And there was a PlayStation 4 there that some of the kids would use, as they're as they're going through the treatment, getting their chemotherapy. And this PlayStation 4 that was there, it was actually bolted down. Somehow a thief was able to loosen the bolts, and the thief ended up stealing a PlayStation 4 from a children's cancer ward. And so, obviously this was quite the shock and really affected a lot of people. Obviously and understandably, people were super upset about this whole situation, and they ended up taking action. Not only was that PlayStation replaced, but people actually donated this cancer ward, this children's hospital. They ended up getting 12 PS4s, 15 games, and $5,000. So, pretty awesome how this story of this stolen PlayStation 4, they ended up, this horrible situation. They ended up realizing, this horrible thing happened, but there's so many good people out there, and this bad story ended up having a happy ending. So I'm really, really happy, super excited about that. Actually, I have a family member who's going through chemotherapy right now, an adult. And, with the chemotherapy, transfusions, medications, injections, it is really hard. And imagine these children, a lot of times these kids don't even know what's going on. They have to endure, these really painful and uncomfortable treatments. And, I can imagine in this situation, some of those kids that were into gaming or are into gaming and had to endure these treatments, and to be able to have a few minutes here or an hour here to just be able to take their mind off something, or just be able to have a little bit of enjoyment. They're not with their friends. Oftentimes these therapies, they're away from their homes, and they're away from their friends. They can't go outside. They can't associate with other kids. And to imagine that their small enjoyment, or this small window of time, something they'd be able to enjoy do, was taken from them, is really heartbreaking. And whoever stole this PlayStation 4 needs a swift kick in the pants. This isn't like someone who stole bread so that they can feed their family. They're stealing a game console from a children's cancer ward. I mean, really, how low can you go? Just awful. Horrible situation. But fortunately, looks like humanity really stepped up, and the community really made sure that not only was that PS4 was replaced, so that just in case some other knucklehead thought about stealing another one or taking it, or if it got damaged, there was a replacement. There is now 12 PS4 consoles there, lots of cash to be able to get lots of games in there, and there's a donation of, I think, around 15 games as well, so that not only are there plenty of consoles and games for these kids, but also money, so they'll be able to use that wisely with any needs or any things that that this cancer ward might stand in need of, to help make the stay for these kids a little bit more, so that they'd be able to endure it, and so it wouldn't be as bad. There's things that hospitals can provide, and care units can provide. It's going to be a difficult or challenging road ahead, but there are certain things that hospitals can do, little touches here and there, can make things a little bit easier to endure. Not to say it's not going to be horrible or bad or challenging, but I really think those little extra touches, I've had the opportunity to meet with some really incredible doctors and nurses, and thoughtfulness and consideration here and there, it really does go a long way, especially when you're talking about healthcare and taking care of those who are sick and are afflicted and just really suffering with something. But anyway, guys, this is a really just tragic situation that ended up having a real happy ending, and I'm just really glad that things got worked out. And anyway, guys, let me know your thoughts on this story, and just really interesting. As always, guys, thanks so much for watching. I'll talk to you later.